In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make the easiest chicken pie recipe ever. You guys, chicken pie is one of those things that I absolutely love, and I feel like a lot of Nigerians struggle with it because they think it is hard. Anywho, I am here to show you that it is easy to make. Chicken pie is not as hard as you think. Before we talk too much, let us get right into the video. These are the ingredients we'll be needing for our chicken pie. As usual, the full ingredient list and their quantities are going to be in the description box, so please check it out. We need some chicken, garlic, salt, salted butter, a little bit of onion, egg for our egg wash, paprika powder, thyme, some seasoning cubes, some Irish potatoes, carrots. Now we also need flour for this. Please use all-purpose flour, don't do too much. Now you want to make sure that you're sifting your flour before transferring it into a bowl. So first things first, you sift your flour, transfer into a bowl, and then you're going to add your butter. I'm using salted butter here, but if you're using unsalted butter, then you have to add a little bit of salt into this mixture. Now all you want to do is mix this until it looks like breadcrumbs like this. This is what you're looking for. This is the texture you're looking for. Now you're going to go in with some cold water. You want to make sure it is cold because that also helps everything stick together properly. Now you want to fold this in, or you want to mix this in until it becomes, everything just comes together basically. Once everything is together, you can now transfer it onto a surface. I'm just going to use my chopping board for this. You want to be careful with the kneading. Don't over knead this, please. Like, do not over knead, just enough to make sure that everything is together. Once they're together, you just have to leave it. Now after kneading that, we're just going to transfer that onto a cling film, and then we're going to cover it and allow it to rest. This is just because you've kneaded it, you need it to rest before you now roll it out again. If you roll it out now, it's going to be too thin, and you don't want that at all. Afterwards, we're going to chop all our vegetables. I'm chopping the carrots, the Irish potatoes, onions, anything you want. Not anything actually, but some people do like adding bell peppers. I just think they're unnecessary, but if you want to add that, please just do that. I'm also going to mince the garlic and set that aside. And now in a pot, I'm going to add the chicken breast. You want to make sure your chicken breast is thoroughly cleaned. Add some onion, salt, and some seasoning cube. That is the only thing you need here. Don't do too much, please. Add a little bit of water to this, and you want to cook this until the chicken breast is done. Chicken breast does not take time, so in about 7 to 10 minutes you're done with this, or you should be done with this if you're cooking on medium to high heat. This is what our chicken breast looks like after we are done cooking. All you want to do now is transfer this into a food processor. You can also decide to shred it like using a fork, but I just feel like that's unnecessary and that's too stressful. Please, if you have a food processor, just use a food processor. In less than a minute you're done. I'm just going to pulse this just like what I'm doing here until my chicken is properly shredded like this. Now you also want to set that aside. Now in a skillet, we're going to add a little bit of vegetable oil, add our onion. We're also going to add our garlic. You want to saute this for a few seconds to a minute, nothing too serious. Afterwards, I'm going to add the carrots and the Irish potatoes. I'm adding them now because they can be a little bit tough, and I want them to start cooking before we add other things to this. So you want to stir this to combine, allow it to cook for about 2 to 3 minutes first before adding some spices and seasonings. Like I said, the full ingredient list and their quantities are going to be in the description box, so please check it out. After adding the spices and seasonings, we give that another stir, cook for about a minute or two on medium to low heat this time before adding our shredded chicken. Now once you add your shredded chicken, you can decide to just stir this again and allow it to cook for a couple more minutes, or you can decide to add a little bit more water, or a little water, just as I am doing here. I decided to add the water just now because it's still going to cook either ways. I added more water to this because we want to make sure that everything here is thoroughly cooked. We don't want anything strong or anything like that. So after allowing this to cook for a couple more minutes, I am now going to add a little bit of flour to this. This is just to make sure that the sauce thickens, or the filling actually thickens. You don't want a runny filling for your chicken pie. Please just avoid it. Add a little bit of flour, and this is what your filling should look like. Now you want to stir this and then set aside to cool completely. While it is cooling, you can bring out your dough and then just knead it for like 2 seconds. You guys, like, nothing too serious, please. Just knead it for like 2 seconds, just like I've done here. Cut it into 2 or into as many parts as you want. Then you're going to start rolling this out. Of course, please flour your surface just so it does not stick. Now you want to roll it out as thin as you can, but thin enough to hold the filling. We're not trying to make what's then called samosa filling here. As thin as you can, but thin enough to hold your filling. And you also want to make sure that you're kneading it evenly. Now you can get a pie cutter for this. I'm just using a random cover of a plate in the house. You can use a pie cutter, anything you want to actually use to get your chicken pie shape, you can get that. Now we're going to add the filling to this, and then we're going to add a little bit of egg wash. Egg wash essentially is just normal egg. You can add water or milk if you want, but this is just ordinary egg here. And then you just want to brush it through. This is just to make sure that you can seal your chicken pie and then it doesn't burst open when it's in the baking. God, Daniel, when it is in the oven, you guys, when it's in the oven. Yeah, so this is what I'm doing now. I'm just trying to get the actual chicken pie shape. So if you use a chicken pie cutter, you don't have to do all of this. I'm just improvising here. Now I am also going to poke some holes in the middle just because you want to create ventilation again, so that it does not burst open, and so that your chicken pie have like really nice shape when they come out of the oven. Afterwards, this is what we have. Now we are also going to use a little bit of egg wash again, just to get that authentic chicken pie look that everybody knows and loves. Now after that, also like I said, you can add milk to this, but I'm not doing that. I'm just using ordinary egg, no water, just eggs. So afterwards, I'm going to transfer that into my oven, and I'm going to be baking this for about 25 to 30 minutes. The type of oven you use honestly depends on how long. Some ovens heat faster than others, some don't. Like I said, 25 to 30 minutes and your chicken pie should be ready. Also, if your oven has the top heating function, you want to make sure that you turn that off and make sure that the heat is only coming from the rail or the grill under. So just make sure you have that so that you don't have wonky chicken pie. Afterwards, our chicken pie is ready. This is what we have, you guys. Click the like button if you like this video. If you found the video helpful, please click on the like button. Let me know in the comments that you actually love the recipe. You can share the video so you let the algorithm know that you found the video helpful and they can push my videos to more people. I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Also, please subscribe. I want to see you guys subscribing. And if you try this recipe, send me a DM on Instagram, send me a DM on TikTok, send me an email. I want to see it all. See you guys in my next video. Bye.